Many people ignore what they see in the bathroom every month, but your period blood can actually reveal useful clues about your body. In many ways, it works like a monthly snapshot of your health. The color and texture may shift from one cycle to another, and those changes can sometimes reflect factors such as stress, hormonal fluctuations, or how your body is functioning overall. Some people assume every period should look exactly the same, but that is not always the case. Understanding these differences can help you feel more informed and less anxious. Instead of panicking and searching online late at night, you can begin learning what your body may be trying to communicate. To understand these changes, it helps to know what is actually happening inside the body. A period is not made up of blood alone. It also includes pieces of the uterine lining, cervical mucus, and other natural fluids. Together, they create what you see during a menstrual cycle. Each month, the uterus builds a soft lining in preparation for a possible pregnancy. When pregnancy does not occur, the body naturally sheds that lining. This process is guided by hormones, especially estrogen and progesterone. When those hormone levels shift because of factors like stress, sleep, or nutrition, the appearance of menstrual flow can change slightly from cycle to cycle. The reason these colors change often comes down to two simple biological factors. The first is how quickly the blood leaves the body. The second is how long it remains exposed to oxygen. A helpful way to imagine this is by thinking about a sliced apple slowly turning brown after being left on the counter. This natural process is called oxidation. When blood exits the body quickly, it often appears brighter red because it has less time to darken. When it moves more slowly, the color may shift toward deeper tones. These natural processes explain why different shades can appear at different stages of a menstrual cycle. One of the first shades many people notice during a cycle is a light pink flow. This color often appears when menstrual blood mixes with cervical fluid, especially at the beginning or the end of a period. Because the blood is more diluted, the shade can look much lighter than the deep red many expect. In most cases, this is simply part of a lighter flow. Still, patterns matter. If pink spotting appears regularly in the middle of a cycle, it may sometimes be linked to hormonal changes. For some individuals, it could relate to lower estrogen levels or shifts influenced by stress, sleep, or overall lifestyle. In contrast to softer pink tones, bright red flow often signals a more active stage of the period. This vibrant color usually means the blood is fresh and leaving the body quickly, without much time to darken. Many people notice this shade around the middle of their cycle when the uterine lining is shedding most steadily and the flow becomes heavier. For many individuals, this pattern is part of a typical menstrual rhythm. Still, awareness is important. If bright red flow suddenly appears with severe pain, unusually heavy bleeding, or a pattern that feels very different from your normal cycle, it may be helpful to consult a qualified health professional. As the period begins to slow down, darker shades such as deep brown or even nearly black blood may appear. This color can cause concern, but in many cases it simply reflects blood that remained in the uterus slightly longer before leaving the body. During that time, it reacts with oxygen, which naturally darkens the color. These tones are often seen at the beginning or final days of a period when the flow moves more slowly. For many people, this is a normal transition within the cycle. Think of it as another small clue in the monthly pattern your body uses to signal changes over time. While darker shades can be part of a normal cycle, there are certain colors that deserve closer attention. One example is gray or grayish red flow. This color is uncommon and may sometimes be linked to changes in the vaginal environment. In some situations, it can occur alongside infections such as bacterial vaginosis, which involves an imbalance of bacteria. In rare cases, gray tissue mixed with blood may also appear after a pregnancy loss. Because this color is unusual, it is generally recommended not to ignore it. If it appears with discomfort, unusual odor, or other symptoms, seeking advice from a healthcare professional is often the safest step. Some other uncommon colors may also deserve attention. Orange or green tinted flow is unusual and can sometimes be associated with infections affecting the vaginal environment. In certain cases, these shades may appear alongside conditions such as trichomoniasis or other reproductive infections. People might also notice symptoms such as irritation, unusual odor, or pelvic discomfort. When these signs appear together with unusual colors, it is generally wise to seek medical advice. Early evaluation can help identify the underlying cause and guide appropriate care. Paying attention to these signals allows you to respond calmly while protecting your long-term health. Lifestyle factors can also play an important role in how a menstrual cycle appears. Ongoing stress may raise cortisol levels, which can affect the balance of hormones that regulate the cycle. Intense physical activity without adequate recovery or consistently poor sleep can also place pressure on the body over time. Nutrition plays a role as well, since iron levels and overall diet influence how blood is produced and circulated. When these factors shift, the body may respond in subtle ways during a period. Rather than viewing these changes as something wrong, it can be helpful to see them as signals of how the body is adapting. Physical movement can also influence how menstrual flow appears. The body responds to posture and activity in subtle ways that affect how quickly blood leaves the uterus. When someone spends long hours lying down, gravity slows the movement of blood, allowing it to remain inside the uterus longer and appear darker. During the day, standing, walking, or light activity may support smoother circulation and a steadier flow. Because of this, it is common for morning flow to appear darker than what you may notice later in the day. Small shifts in daily movement can naturally influence these changes in color. To better understand your own cycle, the next step is turning observation into a simple habit. During your next period, try paying attention to patterns such as color changes, flow intensity, and any unusual odor. Writing these details down can help you notice trends over time. If uncommon shades like gray, orange, or green appear consistently, it may be wise to consult a qualified healthcare professional rather than relying only on online searches. For ongoing patterns such as frequent mid-cycle spotting combined with fatigue, a medical checkup may help identify possible causes. Your period is not something to fear. It can simply be another way your body communicates changes. This content is for educational purposes only and is not medical advice. If you found this video helpful, please like and subscribe to support the channel. Thanks for the support.